We should be live on the YouTube side of things as well. So hello to all the YouTube folks. We're going to be playing and continue on Mannfred. This is going to be, I guess, quite an educational stream at the same time. Very much looking forward to jumping in there and playing some Mannfred. I think we've covered the majority of the map. We've dealt with a lot of the troubles and the trials and tribulations of the early game. I think, obviously, vampires are very much dependent on getting themselves a, body pile or whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact terminology. But yeah, as long as you get yourself a body pile, you're absolutely laughing. If we jump over here, let me just see my OBS because my pupper's in the way. So yeah, we've been special guest Freya is on the stream, and she's blessing us with the presence as always. Let me just continue the campaign, and Pupper indeed. God, do you know how old Freya is now? She's 3 and a bit years old. She's like 3.5 years old. It is mental. It is mental how long I've had her. Because I got it pretty much at the exact first lockdown of COVID. Good girl. And she's such a daddy's girl. And she's obsessed with me. But I guess it's what happens when you spend all of your time together. You know? I pretty much have not been without her for the majority of her life, so kind of makes sense. Oh my god, if I hear you publicly doubt yourself again, I'll kill you myself. A Reichsmarschall, Freckenhof. I didn't ever realize the Reichsguard were that savage. I know most of the, or some of the Reichsguard and the Greatswords are, I can't recall if they're kind of mercenary type swordsmen. I know there's some interesting things there. That's for sure. But yeah, I did actually, funny enough, I did say hi from you guys. Dizzy, love to see you. Congratulations on the first reading. Joachim, always a pleasure. Body, good to see you. Claudia, good to see you. Noah, good to see you. Claude, good to see you. Scott, thank you for the resub, but I really appreciate you going above and beyond. And Shreklau and Hairfire, good to see you guys as well. So, we'll jump it in. Maxing, chillaxing, relaxing, just vibing out with a nice vampire campaign. So, from memory, we're not that far away from our short victory condition. So there's 15 settlements, and we'll have done what we needed. So we're 2 settlements away from here, no worries. So we did actually have a little bit of a problem with the old pesky tic-tac-toe. He kind of came into our lands and started attacking us pretty like fiercely. I think we do have some gobos somewhere, don't we? Oh no, I stopped recruiting them. Or is it over here that has the gobos? Yeah, here's the gobos. So we, who would have thought that it is actually the case that vampires have ranged units that aren't the Sylvanian ones. Also, my army looks pretty trash. I don't know why I'm going here. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, my army is not very good at all. The chariot will be quite annoying. Although, honestly, there's not a lot of threats here. I think there's a lot of archers, though, which is the only concern. We do have Wind of Death. Looks like we're on some kind of mount here. Let me just check that real quick. Because we can bring Mannfred over, but I don't know if I need to. So we're on a Nightmare Horse, which means we are... we got Hungering. He's honestly not spec the best for sustainability. I think taking him off the mount's probably the mount. Do you know what? I'm going to use the mount, and as long as I give him actual good gear, take the Forbidden Rod, take the Armor of Fortune, I'll keep the Scabbeth, but the Ring for Fireball, I'm fine with. I don't believe, if I'm not mistaken, guys, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I don't believe vampires, I think they can get items that give hunger as well. Although I don't know if it'd stack over. I don't think it would. I don't think it would. But yeah, generally speaking, the normal vampire lords are near enough basically mini Mannfred, mini Vlads. Let's grab those. Like that, my voice has changed. Yeah, indeed it has. Hey Nathan, good to see you, lad. Hope you're well. Oh wow, me putting those crypt goals in there has bumped it up from a decisive into a close. Probably the items as well. Wednesday indeed, Ronan. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Hope each and every one of you fine, beautiful folks are doing wonderful. It's good to be here. Hope you all are doing well. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the old campaign. It's quite the banger, honestly. I actually quite like Mannfred. The more and more I'm playing, the more I like him. I think he's very different in respects to he is more so a caster, right? He specializes in being an extremely effective caster. Whereas most of the other vampires are similar, actually. Kemmler's similar. Let's have a look at this over here. So that's just the reinforcements of that. They have the majority of the units here. Woke up on the wrong side of the dead. Okay. But good to see you, Ned. How are you doing well? Have you been playing much Dark Tide? Have you been playing the Tide of the Dark much? So I should definitely get back into it. Use the zombies as fodder at the front. And ignore that. The only issue that I'm going to have... We did take him off of... No, we kept him on the mount, so that's good. We can probably assassinate the catapult. So goal here is to ensure that I'm taking away the things within their composition that's strong. And the main one right now is obviously the catapults. So we'll see. Oh my goodness, Lionheart! Jesus, you were absolutely smashing it with the Shogun 2 stuff, my dude. It's good to see you. I knew. Everyone's going to be spamming the egg again, aren't they? If you guys don't know who the wonderful Lionheart is, do go check him out. He's an amazing guy, amazing content creator, and just all around a cool dude. And welcome in, guys. Love to have everybody here. I'm playing as Mannfred, so I'm doing a cosplay of Mannfred right now with my bald head. But good to see you guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome in, guys. Hope everyone's having a great holidays. And Lion, much love to you as well, buddy. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far, and you enjoyed yourself with the old Shogun. I'm so tempted to go back to some of the historical Total Wars. Like, every single time I say that I really like Three Kingdoms, everyone's like, that's heresy. I feel like it's an interesting topic of conversation, the best historical games, that's for sure. It is a topic of conversation is the easiest way to describe it. But like I said, Lion, much love to you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And I really seriously do appreciate the raid. It's really kind of you. But yeah, welcome in, guys. If you don't know who I am, I usually do really dumb challenges all the time. Which is the reason why I shaved my head, fun enough. I played a Karl Franz campaign, and if I lost a battle, I had to shave my head. And spoiler alert, I lost. I think probably self-explanatory. You'd love to see a Three Kingdoms campaign? Yeah, I'm tempted to play Three Kingdoms. It's just a shame the way they handled the game. I feel like if they released it in a better DLC management, I think the game would have done a lot better. Because it's basically like, imagine what happened to Three Kingdoms. It was like, if you were to, instead of developing the current characters in Warhammer 3, you start just chucking in random characters. Also, I don't know why these guys are just vibing out like this. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's a good 2024 so far. Happy holidays to everybody. I'm trying to blob these poor buggers up. Same to handle the game. Yeah, they handled the DLC. I apologize if I said game. I think the DLC management of Three Kingdoms is very poor. Because, funny enough, how I started as a content creator was playing Three Kingdoms. I started streaming in 2019. Game is decent, but the DLCs are bad. Some of the DLCs, like the Yellow Turbans, was awesome. I really like the Yellow Turban DLC. Still playing Manny Neurosis? Still playing Manny indeed, buddy. We're going to be finishing up Mannfred, and then I'm open to suggestions as to what we'd play next. Because it'll only take me a few hours, I think, to finish Mannfred. Because have any of you guys played the Old World mod recently? Because within the Old World mod, there's 809 settlements. So if you're not sure what the Old World is, it's basically a subsection of the Warhammer Total War, well, Warhammer Fantasy map, but it focuses on Albion, Bretonnia, the Badlands, South Badlands, Northern Chaos Wastes, and the Empire. So if anyone has suggestions of campaigns, I'm all for it. A minor faction, interesting, Trick Lads. Cool suggestion, cool suggestion. Alright. Nice. Very happy with the amount of damage you've done here. Because I think you might not have it. Kolok Sunita, trying to get the Sword of Cain. Ooh. Interesting. So yeah, I'm definitely keen to play some better campaigns. Oh, I'm going to save my Winds of Magics now to use a Winds of Death here. It is such a beautiful spell, Winds of Death, man, I'm telling you. Convert itself into a Legendary Lord if you're a manufacturer. And James, good morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. But every time I'm using units that can crumble, I'm always so terrified. Color with the Sword of Cain is insane. I would imagine that is an extremely terrifying prospect. A giant beast like him. I mean, it's specifically Kolek that has... His dad is the size of a mountain. And Amferk, welcome in, buddy. Hackador, good to see you. Lewis, good to see you. Pizza Lad, good to see you. Niski, good to see you. Ghouls, good to see you. Hope you're all doing well. And Nathan, you playing it? Nice, plenty. Nice. Hedge and Gomez, sort of fell asleep at the computer. Honestly, I have not had much caffeine today at all, and I am feeling it. I feel like, I'm pretty sure this is true, that once you start drinking caffeine, if you stop drinking caffeine, like your body has withdrawals and stuff, right? Because if I don't have if I don't consume a good amount of caffeine in a certain day, I will definitely feel it. Yes, yeah, I thought so. It definitely does. Yeah, I had a massive migraine recently. I don't know if it was to do with it. Also, I'm going to run into these archers to push them into the line here. Push these into the spell. It's an absolute classico right there. Has a 12-hour half-life and will trigger the roars. Really? After 12 hours? That's crazy. And Spartacus, good to see you, buddy. Oh, Spartacus, your name reminds me of the Total War Sparta. That was such a sick game. Oh my good Fred as well. How are you doing, handsome? Good to see you, buddy. Fred, have you finished Rogue Trader yet? Thank you very much for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you. I'll give you a shout out. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Good to see you, Fred. Good to see you. Are you still playing Rogue Trader? Aren't thou still playing Rogue Trader? Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Hope everyone's doing wonderful. What were you up to, Fred? What were you up to, lad? The double mega raid to start the stream? I know, right? I'm a lucky, lucky lad. I've got... I'm very fortunate to know a lot of wholesome hunks. He needs like an hour to finish it. Oh, okay, Toddler. Much love. Thank you for sharing. Because I'm surprised how big the game is. Because Fred, I'm not sure if he's still here, but Fred has been playing it a lot. Like, Fred has been on lockdown with that. He's put the graft in. So it must be a pretty long game. Because I'm quite big into Baldur's Gate at the moment, which is, I guess, a similar type of game, right? It's kind of a similar game. Yeah, it's pretty much the same game, but obviously in 40k. And Cyber Wolfie, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well, bud. Right, I'm using basically a mini Vlad here. Bernd von Karstein, who would have thought? Who'd have thought it would be Bernd von Karstein that would be pulling off like this? And Toddle, thanks for the follow as well. Appreciate you, man. Because I was playing a ton of Rogue Trader, but the problem I had with it is I kept having... Like, I'm a giant noob at Rogue Trader. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm good at the game. I suck at Rogue Trader. But the problem with it is... the problem that I have with it is that... I was having a lot of weird bugs, and I was assuming it was my fault. I was assuming I was doing something dumb, but it was actually just the game not loading it properly. My Lionheart's brother, if so, I forgot to follow, unless he has another brother who looks very similar. He actually does have a twin. He does. It's called Darker. Darker is his actual lion's twin, and I am not Lionheart's brother, but I guess I looked similar to him nowadays. It's funny because I remember one time he raided me, and the person that joined assumed I was him, and was like asking him questions as if I'm Lionheart. And it was one of those really weird moments where I was like, I didn't want to ruin the interaction for the guy, being like I'm not lying, but I eventually had to spill the beans that I wasn't lying. You know, if only I was a wholesome hunk like Lion, eh? But I'm unfortunately not. But I do play with his twin. I play with Lion, Darker, and Haxo. We do a Baldur's Gate playthrough together, which we'll be playing on Friday. So I'm looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that again. Alright, let's send the lines in. I think we've done a ton of damage. I'm just waiting for the Winds of Death to clear out all the ranches here. But I shaved my Domium due to a Total War challenge that I did. Basically, if I lost a single battle, I had to shave my entire head. And you probably don't need to go watch that stream because it probably is very clear as to what happened. Wait, I've got no Winds of Magics left? Oh. But no, much love to Fred and Lion, guys. Appreciate you guys. The beard blinders. I mean, yeah. Honestly, low key, when Lion shaved his beard and it started growing back, it looks so good. It made me want to shave my beard and see it grow back again. But the problem is, I look really young. When I shave, I look extremely young, and it's just not the vibes for me. I generally look so young. His team name is Dark Rex 2. It is indeed. Dark is a great guy as well. You think I just flipped my hair? How does that work? How does flipping my hair work, out of interest? We're just going to go into the absolute monster mash that is vampires. And just cleave them apart in melee. And let's get these guys guard moded. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. I was told I looked younger when I had a haircut. Sure, odd. Yeah, but if I ever trim my beard, I look like a babby. These three, Lion, Darker, and Battlesey, got me through my worst days. Oh, much love to you, man. Much love to you. Much love to you, bud. Hope I'm having a good day so far, though. Ah, that's a really bad fireball cast. It's gonna be a little bit rough. I mean, we've done so much damage, dude. 5.1k gold value, 90,000 damage, but it might not be enough. It very well might not be enough, because I'm gonna struggle to kill things, because I'm very slow. Let's see what we can do here. It's the one annoying thing about the Vamps. You're so unbelievably goddamn slow that it takes you 1,000 years to get anywhere. Oh my god, have they sandwiched me with chariots? Send the cavalry! My microphone is sideways. Please rotate my microphone. Oh, just seen your name. I was like, honestly, a lot of the time I'm dumb enough to have tech issues. So I was like, I had to think about it for a split second there. You got me. I had to think about I had to think about that for a second. They nerfed Graveguard's magical attacks anyway. Yeah, a lot of vampires got nerfed, which is a shame. A lot of vampires got taken down a touch. I don't have enough magic now. I felt like I did so much damage, but like I said, it's just not enough. Just not enough. Problem I have with Rotator is the dev support. Oh, really, James? Didn't know that. And Rotate Mac, thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate you. Alright. We might have to retreat from this situation. Unless we can get them into an absolute slaughterfest in the middle here. I think that's the only chance I have. Because I think my Grave Guards will trade up quite nicely. It's just they have so many archers. And they've done so much work too. Yeah, we're going to struggle a little bit here. But we've killed the majority of their army. And we've got, obviously, Mannfred nearby. So it's not too bad. Super European launch. Yeah, vampires in Warhammer 3 have been extremely dominant for a long time. Same with ogres, but they have been tuned down. And when I say they've been extremely dominant, I mean in multiplayer. Because if you don't know, most decisions regarding the balance is made due to multiplayer. But they're doing a lot better now, where they're nerfing things through cost instead of just flat out nerfing them with stat line. And yeah, agreed. I think I used a couple Winds of Death that might not have been as good as it could have been. Nah, I felt like they did a lot. Like almost 100k damage is pretty decent. It's just I think I made the mistake of letting their archers shoot me too much. Because just even a bunch of skelly bros is just pretty insane and pretty difficult to deal with. What's everyone's favorite Total War game of all time? Honestly, Shogun 2, Return to Samurai, is an incredible game. The problem that I have with Shogun 2 is every single game of Total War I can play on Legendary apart from Shogun 2. I don't know how people do it on Legendary on Shogun 2. It is a whole different level of... a whole different kettle of fish. It is insane. Unfortunately, we've taken the L here, but the good news is any von Carstein is obviously... they are immortal. Yeah, it was the chariots, honestly. I just super struggled to deal with the chariots. The second I saw them, I was like, I'm going to have a hard time here. I'm going to have a hard time, but we've taken away a lot of their strength, per se, so I'm happy with that. Napoleon Total War and Medieval 2. Interesting. Do you feel like the gunpowder gameplay in Napoleon is decent? Because I've always felt like Empire Total War had probably the best iteration of gunpowder implementation. Oh, wow, he survived. We might have actually have made a raised dead pile there. We have, yeah. Warhammer 2, Immortal Empires. Both you guys, wow, okay. Can I just refresh my army and just go again? We do have some regiments for now we can grab in as well. This is one of the really crazy things. Wait, can I reach? No, I can't reach. There's no point recruiting units. Wait, do we have 2 body piles? Oh my god, we have 2 body piles now. I think we're okay to delay it a little bit at least. Yeah, getting Winds of Death has been useful. It's just I feel like I'm lacking a little bit of survivability, so Hunger probably is a good idea. Let me grab Hunger for now. I think Arcane Conduit is going to be good, but it's not needed just yet. Yeah, let's grab a Corpse Cart. It'll help the blob out. And I think we need to start putting pressure down here as well. Because annoyingly, this doesn't count as the normal settlements because we've already taken them. The Goblin Archer allies, yeah, Skrekla, I did that just for you, lad. That right there is just for you. I'm going to give them the tree, I think. Give them Orion's camp. Makes sense. It was kind of amusing how well how well and smart the AI behaved. Empire has a lot of bugs and cannons tend to be faulty. Oh, really? You think so? Maybe I'm just using a couple of mods here and there that helps it out. It's so funny. Right, Nagash was weak indeed. Just do sieges over with raises in between. Yeah, it's pretty damn effective. Especially since we got a reasonable amount of Dead Rise again, so it's not exactly like the most, you know, unlikely thing to happen. You like Empire 2? Yeah, what kind of Total Wars, guys, would you like to see? If tomorrow it's a fully fledged game, they've given it a ton of effort, and it's going to be releasing perfectly. I mean, that's near enough impossible, because of the fact that, obviously, it's a Total War game. It's not going to release perfectly. And it's harder for me to quit drinking Coke than to quit smoking. Really, MRM? Wow. There's always going to be bugs, unfortunately. Warhammer Fantasy? What, another Warhammer 4? Ooh, Lord of the Rings, Jay. Good to see you, bud. Medieval 3. Would anybody here vibe with the idea of an Age of Sigmar Total War? Actually, I think Age of Sigmar... There's some Age of Sigmar lore that's not too bad. Some Age of Sigmar lore is not that bad. But it'd be an interesting way to see how they implement it. I think it's definitely not the most popular. 40k. Oh, man. But what, I'm surprised no one said 40k, yeah. I was going to say, James, I was going to say, I am so surprised no one said 40k. And it doesn't exist, Slim. Nice. Good campaign experience. It only ever comes close in Rome Total War. Yeah, Rome Total was awesome. Rome Total War is awesome. You're not wrong. Wow, they actually came and attacked me. And they merged all the units. You think the unit variety? That's actually a very valid point. Yeah, honestly, that's a really good point. There'd be very little. Although, Age of Sigmar opens up opportunities in regards to Slaanesh and stuff like that. Slaanesh in Age of Sigmar has range units, for example. Like, a roster becomes more diverse in certain cases. But for the most part, I agree with you. Because it's a shame, because Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin, I actually really enjoyed that game, but... Need a little bit of love. And Shuts, dude, thank you very much for the sub, dude. That's for Academy, one. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. Thank you for the table, my friend. Let's get... Shall we start throwing and chucking some fireballs on these boys? If he doesn't play well with others. Star Wars or something, I feel like. You think? I mean, it's all Games Workshop, isn't it? It's all under the hood of Games Workshop, and they've had a 10-year relationship with Games Workshop, so you'd assume it wouldn't be too bad for them. Because I believe it was 10 years ago they started working with Games Workshop for Warhammer 1, right? If I'm not mistaken. I believe it's about a 10-year. And this Star Wars miniatures? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Like, don't know how you couldn't do a whole segment or something? Yeah. From Lionheart's Baldur's Gate Chaos stream, like your content. Take it easy, fella. Oh, shit, thank you, man. I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, the Baldur's Gate stuff is... I think one thing I love the most about the Baldur's Gate content is everyone just blames Lion for anything that happens. It's like, if one of us as a character starts killing things, it's like, Lion, why'd you go and kill them? It's a good running joke. But I'm looking forward to the old... We'll be playing more on Friday. Because I actually ended up finishing a solo playthrough. And Act 3 is huge. Act 3 is insanely big. Ooh, I need to be a little bit more careful here. But I really don't have a lot of Winds of Magics. No wonder I was struggling then. No wonder I struggle a little bit here. I'm going to try and avoid using too much. Right. How many people in the chat? Type 1 in the chat if you've ever played XCOM 2 or XCOM. Out of interest. How many of y'all has played XCOM? Type 1 in the chat if you've played it. Kind of curious here. Oh, quite a lot, y'all. Nisky Hansen. Hey, Cantesh, good to see you, handsome. Evolution, you played it? Dave, good to see you. Kez, good to see you. Bailick, good to see you, lad. You played all of them. Is it good? The original and the reboot. Because I've just seen loads and loads of memes about people missing, like, a 95% chance to hit. Like, a guy who literally has a shotgun next to the person, and then just shoots in the air. And, I think, honestly, that's kind of put me off playing. As it feels like the odds of it hitting is a lot less, or it's not as it seems. Sounds about right? Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. Because when I was playing Chaos Gates, was it? Yeah. Thank you, darling. It was Chaos Gates. I was missing like the most... I feel like Chaos Gate, it was like a 50-50 chance to hit, but it felt like I was actually hitting more than I should. Alright, it's time to bob it out, boys. You gotta say you liked it? Nice. XCOM is good. So guys, would you recommend it? All the people that said 1, would you recommend it? Bidwolf, yeah, missing the 99% shot is XCOM is real. I mean, it's not just a meme, right? That is not just a meme. That's legitimate what happens all the time, right? It's a Warhammer XCOM? Wait, so is XCOM like the OG in that genre? Is XCOM like the OG? Is that what kind of made the game? No? Who's the OG then? Yes? Oh, interesting. Sort of? Okay. You'd recommend it? Okay, maybe I'll have to check it out. Currently 150 hours to a computer game from 1994. I think The age of a game never matters to me. It's always the quality of the game, right? That's the reason why people can still play like Dawn of War 1 and 2 and still feel like it's a good game, because the content is decent. We don't talk about 3, do we now, though? We don't mention 3. Turn-based tactical game? Okay. No, Dawn of War 1? Yeah. Because I was playing Warcraft 3 recently for the first time. I was streaming Warcraft 3 for the first time recently. And I actually was really enjoying it. The graphics didn't bother me at all. It still looked funny. Like, it still looked decent. The thing that makes me laugh the most is, like, the orc laborer dudes. The way they look. Like, they spend millions in development, and then that's what they came up with. Love it. Like the orc peons. Uses a D100 if you have a 95%. You can still get a 1 and miss. Right, okay. That makes sense, then. Laser Squad was the OG. Came out of years. Oh, okay. Work. Because the only experience I have with the peons in Total War, not Total War, excuse me, in Warcraft, is in Durotar, when you got to knock them on the head. And be like, get back to work, you buggers. That's all I remember. Oof, beautiful hit. Honestly, I'm going to go guard mode on these lads. Quality turn-based. So, would you say that I'm missing out not playing XCOM? Is that a reasonable thing to say? Would I be missing out not playing it? Also, I need to run away from the AoE healing. Yes, interesting. Maybe I will have to check it out then. So the problem is, I feel like I want to learn like a lot more Paradox games, because I'm really liking like Crusader Kings 3 is one of the funniest games ever, because the shenanigans you can get up to in Crusader Kings 3 is so funny. Like, I remember the time where I had an entire giant family where I was trying to sleep with every single giant woman on the map. And I was sleeping with like 10 giant women. And it got to the point where everyone was blackmailing me. And my character died of stress. It was pretty funny. Because I just wanted an entire giant family. That's literally all I cared. All I wanted to do was just get as many giants in my household as I could. I think we're going to struggle again. Stellaris is a good game. Do you know what? Stellaris, I never could get on with it. I don't know why. I don't know why Stellaris I always struggled with. I had such a hard time learning Stellaris. Like, Crusader Kings, I kind of picked up quite quickly, but Stellaris, I couldn't. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a bit of a noob. Because, like, there's certain games that I'm really good at. Like, Total War, I'm reasonably good at. I got, like, top 4 in the world at one point. Realms of the Room got top 5. What can I say? But, yeah, Stellaris, I think it was a bit weird. It was too... I think I probably played it on high difficulty and got stomped constantly. That's probably what I was doing. Because for some reason, I have a really bad habit of I'll play on the hardest difficulty and try and learn it on the hardest difficulty. But, like, for example, certain games like Warhammer 3, you're not necessarily learning how to play the game if you're playing on the hardest difficulty. You're learning how to cheat enough to beat the hardest difficulty. Like, I think there's a massive difference there, you know? There's a big difference between playing the game on the hardest difficulty and the lowest difficulty. One's teaching you how to play the game and the mechanics, and then the other is teaching you how to cheese the AI enough. And he says reasonably well, yeah. Not learning how to play, you learn to survive. Ah, okay. Interesting. Also, it sucks that we weren't able to win this. That was so close. I just don't have enough Winds of Magics here. I feel like I have such little Winds of Magics, it's crazy. But honestly, this is sort of the vampire vibe. I'm not gonna lie. This is sort of what you do as vampires. You just go for high attrition fights and create as many body piles as you can to then get a better army. Yeah, Spartacus. What's kind of good mods on Crusader Kings 3? I've never modded it. Maybe it's common cover. It doesn't seem to matter what you face in terms of bonuses to miss chances for a shot. Oh, really? Okay. Who is this giant woman? I shall climb her at dawn. Pretty much. You often die in Solaris. Really? How many hours do you have, Joachim? And it's a big Lunica MRM? Yeah, it makes sense. Hey, Corrigan. Good to see you, buddy. I like Solaris, but Solaris is a good example of games. Took away variety from it. Well, I thought that, regarding variety, I thought Solaris, like every DLC, is like an entirely different new thing. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. Much love. I thought like every Solaris was like vastly different DLC-wise from the last. Unless I'm mistaken. It's so dumb that I'm just able to defend like this. Did they have a lot of units? I think Spearman will be better, honestly. And then if we do a fight over here, we might be able to recoup a little bit of money. Wow. Oh, wow. I was going to say, I was like, how is this a loss? But they've got a ton of Cold One Riders. Which shouldn't be too bad, honestly. Because if I want to make the most overpowered general of Warhammer 3, what should I pick? I like to make my general fight the whole army. Ooh, I love that question. So, one-man Doomstack, my friend. Matty, your best options for one-man Doomstacks are Malice Darkblade. Very, very, very strong stack. One-man stacker. Because he can pretty much kill everything. Especially when he has his weapon of Cain. Vlad, definitely good suggestion. And by the way, put some suggestions in the chat as well, guys. Just if I forget any. Gorok is really good for it. Gorok is very good. Isabel and Vampire stack. Yeah, Isabel can be decent. But if you're wanting Bellicor, yeah, Bellicor is very good. I like Bellicor. Very strong. Kolek? Kolek is an interesting one because he's a very good fighter. But he's such a big boy. But I do agree. Kolek is a good one. Ooh, Scarbrand. Once again, he's quite a big boy. Fun enough, my most popular video on YouTube, it's got like 130k views, was me describing collision damage with Scarbrand. Because my god, you can do so much damage with Scarbrand if you just push him through everything. Just let him push through everything with collision damage and he'll just do damage with collision. Because instead of attacking stuff, you can just do tons more damage. Ungrim, White Dwarves. Oh yeah, Dwarves you can one-man Doomstack with Rune of Spite very early on. Definitely when she's maxed out. Oh, okay. The guy gets pretty open by himself. I guess it depends on what you're looking for, Matty, buddy. You've done Gorok? Yeah, Gorok's a Chad. If you've done Gorok, then Vlad probably would be a good suggestion. But Malice, if you truly want to one-man Doomstack, I think Malice Darkblade is just undefeated, like undisputably the best. I think it's very difficult to challenge that. Also, let me do something real quick. Let me just get a box going. Tyrion, yeah, also very good shout. Tyrion's very good at it. Yeah, Tyrion is good. Agree with that. I think Tyrion, especially with the stat line you can get, and he's got good access to Sword of Cain as well. Malice can get Sword of Cain turn 9, but obviously it's not as clean as what Tyrion can do. Because you can just use your other line. There's two different lines for it. The Anarian line, is it? Give Malice a try. Yeah, he's good fun. I think the one thing you have to kind of learn with Malice is knowing when to go into your form. Because you can't really one-man Doomstack him until you get his quest. He's at Anarian? No. An Anarian. It's a specifically the Anarian line of Tyrion. The blood of Anarian. It's his dad. 'Tis his papa. Tis his pappy. As Anarian, specifically, was corrupted by Cain, which is the reason why the blood of Anarian, well, all of his kids is corrupted. Like, for example, Tyrion, Teclis, Malekith, all of them. Right, as long as we slowly move up like this, they have obviously a lot of Cold One Riders. Do you know what I could do? Let me just go ahead and Spirit Leech their general enough until he runs at me. Because in this situation, I don't want to give up my positioning. Because I have a little elevation here. So I am a much stronger deployment here. And I have a lot of winds and magics to spare, so I'm just going to keep getting them good. Grimgor gets insane too. Grimgor is pretty good. He got off the toilet, GG, I did indeed proud. They want to have a horrible playing experience in Warhammer. Play Karl Franz or Balthazar Gelt. Yeah, I regret doing the challenge with Karl Franz. I tell you that for free. And there you go, look. We've annoyed them enough and they'll come over. How did everything go? Yeah, making good work on my latest video. I'm really happy with that. Hopefully, I'll be able to release it next week. It is a YouTube video that I have spent the most amount of time on. I haven't put this much effort into a video ever. Very much looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. Right, if they don't go in the flanks, it should be fine. But you can see here, one of the advantages of stacking up like this is it's allowing my troops... Shoot. Those javelins going to kill the bats. Doesn't matter. Baiting out a couple of those is good. Let's get this lord over here and just keep spirit leeching. Oh, he's on a mount. I should take him off the mount. Make a list of generals. Yeah, there's a lot of good options, buddy. A lot of good options. And Lord of the Rings, Realm of Exile, Game of Thrones, and Fallen Eagle mods are great for CK3. I feel like all of those are in Bannerlord as well. Because Bannerlord is a good game. I really enjoy playing Bannerlord. The Warhammer mod in it is so good. Alright, let's pull these guys on the flanks. Oh, shouldn't be on force march. Howdy, howdy. Sponge Brain, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing wonderful, my man. Hope you're doing wonderful. Oh, and Zhao Ming. Evolution, you saying Cathay reminds me Zhao Ming is a very, very, very good one-man Doomstack. One-man Doomstack. 100% Zhao Ming's really good. Anti-Sponge is always Sponge. Fair enough. Got and count Narcolis is pretty insane once you get him his final mount. Yeah, no, agreed. Yeah, Narcolis can do a lot of work. Yuan Bo in human form. Even any form is good, honestly. Dragon, human. I think with them changing and making the attack animations a little bit better, the human form variants of them are a lot stronger. His best in human? Yeah, because the problem, I think the hitboxes for the dragons are still a bit janky. It's the same for Yuan Bao as well. Like, Yuan Bo struggles to hit things in dragon. Right. Let's have a look here. Wow, I am so surprised these bats are winning against the skinks here. Usually they lose. Get thousands of kills, spamming Comet. Yeah, 100%. Especially with the amount of spell mastery he gets, it's actually kind of insane. Oh, that is unfortunate. This guy's walked into another Spirit Leech. It's not going to kill him, but it'll certainly rout him. Yeah, it's the argument as to why one-man Doomstacks per se works significantly better when the entity themselves are smaller. Which is why Vlad is such an effective one-man Doomstacker. And the same for Malice as well. Anytime your character is a lot smaller, arrows naturally will become your worst enemy, right? I think I need to turn up my game. I am hardly hearing my game, even myself. Can you guys hear the game? Maybe I should have it turned down way too much. Because I have a really bad habit. Not at all. No. Okay, there you go, that should be better. Barely. Thank you, guys. That should be better now. Now I can. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I have a really bad habit. When I'm playing certain games that require me to sound whore, like Tarkov, I turn my headphones up so much that I'm worried I'm making myself deaf. So I purposely put my headphones down quite a lot to avoid that inevitability. Azazel was sort of Slanesh. Oh yeah, Azazel's good. He's a little squishy though. He's a lot harder to pilot, but definitely has a really high reward. I would agree with that. The Spirit Leech. Hopefully we can get the Spirit Leech off. Oh my god, we did. I just love the element of it just draining his soul. The VFX changes they made is so dope. What would be cool is if like you gain some kind of bonuses from doing that. Like if you execute somebody with it, it then gives you XYZ bonuses to your lord. Croxagore Ancient. I mean, this Croxagore is going to be a... He ain't no Gen 1 Croxagore, that's for sure. He ain't no Nakai. These little rascals... Nice. Amnos Bones kicked him. Looks like fresh meat to me. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Meat do be back on the menu, lads. Kill, kill, quick, quick. Skaven battle cry. Wiser words have never been spoken. It's very true, that. I'll do some games myself. GJ, have fun, buddy. Take care of yourself, lad. Hey, quickly. Imagine being the second spawning. If you're not the first, nobody gives a damn. True. Croc-Gore's a first spawning of Saurians, isn't he? Come up the stream. Thank you, buddy. No more stinky, maggoty bread. I'm glad someone got the reference. Legend. I'm actually going to go into this because it makes it so he can heal so well. What's the difference between wild and life leeching? Reserves is probably better. Every cast, 2.5. Gimme, gimme. Means back in the menu. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. And thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it.
I grow impatient.
Right. Ready. So, folks, are you going to attack this? I love how Gnarly Treehugger has literally done nothing to help me this entire campaign. I made him a vassal, and he basically just ignored me. And just started doing his own thing. I might just send over... Oh my god! This is very, very strange to see. I'm about to spawn another army here. I'm just struggling money-wise. Rapan's absolutely crushed everyone around here. Well done. Rapan's is having fun. Where do we need to take you? We'll come grab our settlement back. Take that settlement back. Take Orion's camp. And then I guess start murdering the lizard over here. And Spartacus, thanks for following us all, buddy. I appreciate you. Much love to you, my man. Do you guys like my Mannfred cosplay? Races look like twinsies. Another Graveguard. I actually have quite a decent army for Graveguards now. Like, the bonuses I'm giving him, it's pretty nutty. Also, give me a sec, guys. Puppy wants to say hello. Oh! Here she is. Right. One thing that Freya started to like doing is lick my head. It's really weird. She loves licking my head now. Yeah, Puppy just wants to say hello. Hey, Papa. Leaf Cutters HQ. Streckout, you really, really want me to give the tree over, don't you, buddy? You really want to give the tree over. Do. She's my little babby. Have I tried the old world custom mod, by the way? I have. I've played it tons. After this campaign, we'll probably play another one. We'll do another old world campaign, I think. And we'll probably do a poll on Twitch to see who we pick. And also, I'll take the input of YouTube as well. The doggo's fading out. Yeah, that's because she is a Chaos Warhound, and she's affiliated with every Chaos God. So her Winds of Magic was running out slightly. Let me hold her. She hates it. Oh, really? I think it's one of those things where when she was younger, she just loved being held. Like, when she was in kennels because we were on holiday, but it was like a luxury dog hotel. It was like, bloody 40 quid a night. It was mental. the ladies there that were looking after her was like, she is the most cuddly dog we've ever had in the in the hotel, and she's awesome. Because all they did was just cuddle with her. They literally just had her following her around all the time, just cuddling her when they wanted. She definitely got special treatment because she got upgraded into a bigger room for her, and they didn't even charge me. They just said that they wanted to. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. It's like, I'll take that. I'll certainly take that. I just mutated random doggos. This one's special, Born to be King. This one's special. Oh, she's a 50-pound husky, and I got her a rescue as a 2. Mate, huskies need a lot of treatment, don't they? And SpongeBrain, dude, thank you so much for the gifted sub, man. That's really kind of you, buddy. Much love to you, my man. Appreciate you. And Dare, 003, welcome to the Battlesey family, matey. Appreciate that. It's really kind of you, SpongeBrain. Really appreciate the support. Right. And Matty, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate you. If you have any questions regarding the Doomstack, if you do end up playing Malice, let me know. I have played him quite a lot. Right, so let's set up the line here. Let's get the triple spear at the front. If I do a little a different approach here, and I go with something like that, it then covers the majority of the front. You've just started, good luck. Honestly, funny enough, you actually can solo the first fight with just Malice. One of my favourite streamers, so you deserve it. Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. It's really kind of you to say. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the stream. Honestly, maybe, Matty, that could be a challenge to you. Solo the first battle with just Malice to try and get used to how he plays. It can get a little bit dicey depending on how you play it. But to get the core concept of how Malice functions, soloing it probably would be a good way. The only advice I'll give you is don't press the buttons too soon. Don't press the buttons too soon. Because it was one of those things where Skreklau, I wanted to get a husky, and my partner was like, we ain't getting a husky. We are not buying a husky. And then she sent me a video of just like huskies howling, and I was like, fair. I was like, nope, fair. Said no to husky? No, she said no to a golden retriever as well, and golden lab. She wanted a smaller dog, and we compromised with a medium-sized breed that is a British Cocker Spaniel. Plus, my best friend's dog was a British Cocker Spaniel. Yeah, she wants like a dog you can hold in her hand, almost like put on your purse. I didn't want a smaller dog. I didn't want to have a small dog because when I was younger, I always had a small dog. Let me go do that. Go mode these lads. How many people in the chat are dog people, and how many people are cat people? Out of interest. You have a Labrador retriever? Yeah, I remember Cat Ash saying. Because how is it like a year old now, Cat Ash? I remember you saying about getting the pupper. I remember it. I used to ask you every time I saw you. I was like, "How's the puppy? How's the dog?" I guess it's a little bit older now. 2 years. I remember when you told me you got the dog. That's insane. Jesus, time flies, eh, lad? Time flies. Real Chaz love both. Yeah, I never really. The only experience I had with cats was a cat called Oddie, but I was quite young, so I didn't really remember it too well. Like I didn't massively remember the doggo, the cat, excuse me, as I was pretty young. I love dogs and cats, and you've got both of them. Really? How does that? I was wondering, how does that dynamic function? Because the thing is, my dog is she can get quite jealous, and I feel like if there's somebody else in the household, she would probably not be a happy bunny. What's the dynamic like with a dog and a cat? Mammon Sandwich, thanks for the follow, but appreciate it. Much love. Because yeah, my worry there would be, one would feel neglected. This is shit. Oh, shit, my heart goes out to you, my man. Much love to do. Yeah, I don't blame you having a time out. My mum lost... Well, we lost our childhood dog, like, not that long ago, and she didn't get another dog for a long time, because she was, like, in her head, was like, you're not going to replace me with a dog. Like, but she's got another dog now, she's loving it. But yeah, much love to you, Shuts. Sorry to hear that. We have some guinea pigs, and they're like an adopted cat. They hang out all the time. That's awesome. Guinea pigs are pretty cool. I quite like guinea pigs. My uncle has guinea pigs, and they definitely have a funny personality. Has anybody here in the chat got snakes? Anyone in the chat got any snakes? Out of interest? As I am, like... The only experience I had was one of my friends having a snake, and they, when I was at their house, it was a good friend of mine called Toby, and the snake got loose. Like, we looked in the cage and the snake wasn't in there. And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. It happens all the time. And I was like... I was terrified. I thought I was about to be eaten by a snake that day. Do you know what I mean? I felt like my life was forfeit because a snake was going to come eat me. So I did what any reasonable person would do, was make an excuse and leave. I mean, this is coming from the guy that never went into swimming pools when I was younger because I was afraid a shark would eat me. So, I mean, come on. You got to give me a break. I refuse to believe there's not one other person in the chat that, when they were younger, was worried about going into swimming pools because they thought a shark would eat them. I can't be the only one. I can't be the only one. Obviously, makes sense. Now I'm older. It's very dumb. Very based, not the smartest thing in the world. But I'm thinking, when I was a kid, I thought that. Has one? A corn snake? I don't know many snake breeds. Who have snakes are crazy, and so just think that one day they won't get bitten. Oh yeah, I feel like snakes would eat you whenever they got chance, right? Might be the only one. Right, guys, just have sympathy. I'll give you a sub. Just say that you are too. Just give me a sympathy yes. You know, anyone, any sympathy yeses enjoy us? Hunger swimming pools because I didn't think I was going to. Until I realized there's nothing either to eat me. Nice. To be very docile and recommended for beginner owners. Claybones, have you had experience with it? Guinea pigs were domesticated by the native Central Americans for the meat. Wait, really? That's crazy. That's mental. What kind of stuff do guinea pigs eat? You were the only one, but I remember having unreasonable fear of being in water. I couldn't see the end of it. Yeah, I had unreasonable fear of water. Like, I hated being in water. I hated it. I saw Jaws as a kid when it first came out. It was because of Jaws. It was because of Jaws that. I'm not going to lie. It was legit. I watched Jaws and I couldn't swim in the ocean or pools because of it. It was the same that when I saw Lord of the Rings for the first time, every single night, I would hide under my quilt because I thought Smeagol was going to come kill me. Or Gollum. I mean, Gollum's the evil version, isn't he? Gollum's the evil variant of, I think. Not Smeagol was like him before, right? At least I'm pretty sure it was. They eat a lot of hay? Oh, okay. Makes sense, huh?
The summoning begins.
Nice, just using all the Zombuanis to sponge damage here. Looks like since we're getting a good amount of damage into the Lords here, I'm happy with that. Smeagol is before, Gollum is evil. Yeah, thought so, thank you. Thought so. Or the fear of the unknown, Jaws explains it. Yeah. Being eaten by sharks' biggest fear. You blame Jaws? Yeah, Jaws definitely, man. It's terrifying. But then again, apparently you can turn a shark on its back and it like can't do anything. Like a shark can generally die from drowning, right? If you turn it on its back. I remember someone was telling me that after seeing Jaws and I was terrified, they were like, just punch it in the nose. And I'm like, So you're telling me a big shark that's got its mouth wide open, I'm just going to be able to punch it right in the nose? The bald man died again? No, he didn't. This is another army. Thank you very much. This is a different army. Mannfred's army's fine. Mannfred's army now has gotten to the point where he won't lose fights. There's no one that can really fight him. He's too strong now. We have the zombie dragon and a graveguard army. Flip a shark over. Surely it's not about strength. I don't think it'd be that hard to flip a shark, surely. Since we're all in the nose? Right. Just go punch that 800 kilogram killing machine in the face underwater? Yeah, no worries, man. No problem. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. So I was speaking to somebody recently about this, someone that was an Aussie, and I was saying to them, could I beat up a kangaroo in a fight? And he was like, absolutely not. You would get your ass kicked by a kangaroo. And I was like, I could probably take a kangaroo. I could probably fight a kangaroo. But apparently, kangaroos purposely lure stuff into the water and drown them. Like, kangaroos are savage. Apparently that's like one of their main things that they do. They lure prey into water and drown them. Kangaroos are savage, man. I thought they were quite cool and, like, cutie. I thought they're, like, right cute. But evidently not. Being eternally strong. Yeah, I've seen some pretty hench kangaroos in fairness. Also, good news is, having at least one corpse cart is an absolute must. I think what I might do is get another corpse cart that can heal instead. Because having one that can heal and then provide buffs seems to make like the logical sense. Nice. There we go. For Isabel, interesting. She seems... Wait, she's of the Tomb King affiliation, I believe, where she's from. If I'm not mistaken. Oh my goodness, why am I fast forwarding? I had no idea there was this many left. And Jesus, these skeleton archers are... Someone check these chariots' PC. These guys are cheating. Someone check their PC. Check their PC. They're cycle charging perfectly into me. They are legitimately cycle charging Yeah, get wrecked. Oh. Right. Una reverse card, I got wrecked as well. We took the L. Took the knee a little bit. Well, that was actually kind of impressive, I'm not going to lie. Has the AI always done that with chariots? Because they charged into the point where it was perfectly able to retreat at the same time. God damn. Has advantages in water? They've always done this, really? I always felt like they were pretty dumb with chariots. From what I've always seen. Okay, take this one out and go for the other chariot. I think we're going to be alright. Thank God for having at least one unit in this army that's strong.
We surpass Nagash.
Good. What we've done nicely here is ensure that the units that are a threat against me, we focus as soon as possible. Which has massively helped in this fight. Vampires in general thrive upon defending. And when you're going for really aggressive skirmishes and trades, you're actually favored in doing so. Because since everything costs so little, and it's so easy to like regain units, by taking heavy casualties, it's actually quite easy to then just replace your army. Epic gameplay. I mean, I love Nurgle. I'm actually quite a big fan of Nurgle in general. What's everyone's favourite Legendary Lord then? No, what's everyone's favourite faction? I guarantee when Nurgle gets a little bit of love, and the changes to where they recruit and things like that, which is what I'm hoping, I think there'll be a lot better faction to play. High Elves? Yeah, High Elves is a classic. Imrik specifically is my favorite high elf by a long way. I don't think anybody else is remotely close. Wood elves? Yeah, wood elves cool. Sounds for the Orca Association. Wait, and regarding the shark talk, aren't dolphins like crazy strong, like crazy psychopathic? Like, don't dolphins hunt sharks? Fight, like, almost like sport, I'm pretty sure. Dolphins be crazy, man. That's a lot of dead things. They do? Crazy. Orcas will.
All life must end.
Isn't it a killer? Orcas are killer whales, aren't they?
For Isabella. End them.
God, this is going to be a little bit painful. Wait, they're dolphins. I thought they were like whales. Goes to show my biology knowledge. Nurgle's my favorite faction, but it's so bad in this game, sadly. Nurgle didn't have any stable recruitment. Yeah. I mean, the cycling of the recruitment is obviously a bit of a problem, but Nurgle in itself is actually quite a powerful faction. I think Nurgle has always been relatively powerful.
All life must end.
As they are just an absolute blobfest that it's very difficult to beat. God, they really do, like, cycle charge, don't they? Jesus, I'm getting tossed around here. Same descent as as dolphins? I was going to say zombies. That makes sense.
For Isabella.
Come on, you buggers. Skeleton archer chariots. Just keep up the blob, boys. Keep the blob up. When in doubt, blob it out. Honestly, if the AI really tryharded, they technically could win this fight if they played it correctly and consistently cycle charge everything in.
It is done.
But the one time we are able to get them stuck like this is when they'll take a lot of damage.
To war.
Just have to try and keep chipping away at them.
Your time
Unless I
has come.
now take the initiative to deploy myself in a square formation, 8 ranks deep. Because if I'm 8 ranks deep, that means my mass is increased by 4 times, which means they won't be able to push through me. I probably should do it now, honestly. Jesus, born to be king. Time and a place. That is. I think we probably would have been all better off not knowing that.
End.
The Dark World. Penguins, something similar though. Like, penguins are pretty psychotic too, I'm pretty sure. Killer whales is just a misnomer that stuck with them, being smaller whales. Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
I understand.
Right, to move away from the cursed elements, let us go and talk about some fun facts, eh? Anyone got any nice fun facts we can talk about? And Malice died. Yeah, it's hard, but Matty, once you start learning it, it's pretty good. It's a tough one. You have to evolve very late, because keep in mind, if you have 10 HP, obviously don't wait till that long, but if you're very, very weak and you transform, you go full HP again, but you'll be depleting slowly. So if you time it correctly, you can make sure that you have a ton of HP left at the end of the fight, because you can't transform at the end. Differentiate male and female, you can imagine what happens. But the cute thing about penguins, don't they get each other like rocks? Like, isn't that the way they seduce? They get like really big, cute rocks. And that's how they do it. God, I'm struggling money-wise, but honestly... Oh, Hex Race is pretty sick. It's really weird that I just don't have any incentive into recruiting at all.
Was right.
Like, why would I bother recruiting with actual settlement buildings? Ooh, ideally we'd get another 400 from here. I could just... Oh, we'll just murder this. Gonna restart and try again. Good luck, buddy. You got this. What I'm also going to do is declare war on these beastmen, just so I can get a little bit of additional experience. Ooh, actually, they're actually quite a strong fight. I think it's going to be easy to just declare war on them. My allies. You are kidding me. I am killing these green buggers. Are they still my vassal? Wait, they're still my vassal, but they didn't join the fight? What?
Kill them. Raise them.
Huh? I thought vassals had to join.
Expand Sylvania's
I thought they had to
borders.
join. They got bad morale. Fine. What did you try and name it as well? Leaf Cutters. Fine, I'll get the Leaf Cutters camp for you. I will try and make my way over to the Leaf Cutters camp.
We shall rise.
Ah, shoot, I thought I saw a grave guard.
You dare.
Ideally, we'd get a money building here because it would be an additional 250 per turn. But we could technically recruit a couple Zombuanis instead.
What?
What can we recruit instead? 4 zombies. Or we can get a corpse cart as well. Does a corpse cart heal? It's the unholy lodestone that heals, right? It'd have to be this one. We thought just that? No. We're 6 gold away. I can't believe... Wow, Thoric has taken a beating. Ah, Queek is fighting him, that's why. I was going to say.
What's up?
Who do you guys think we should go kill? We can kill Thoric, or Scarbrand, or Zilede. Who do you guys want me to murder? I guess Korok could be an answer.
Evening, you or anyone
Evening.
in chat still eating leftovers. Christmas leftovers and finally done with New Year's food.
Nice. Normally, the thing that's sad for me is I go visit family and we have tons of leftovers, but I never get any. So no, unfortunately not. But much love to you, Ban. Thank you for 22 months, Kellett. Appreciate you, buddy. What kind of grub are you eating, Kellett? Out of interest. Because I know you're South African, right? Do you have anything unique?
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Because obviously I have very little knowledge of the surrounding area. Finishing the RB pensionly would be a solid campaign move. Yeah, it probably would be. But then again, a lot of the terrain is not favourable for me. Because all this mountainous stuff is garbage. What's a short victory condition? Good question. I need to get another 13 settlements. Barbecue for those who know the version. Oh, lovely, nice. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. We'll kill Tic-Tac-Toe with this army. I suppose we can go multiple areas because we've got multiple armies. So I think if we go that way... Wow, there is a lot of piles here. It's a weird feeling that I'm incentivized to walk around, take massive fights. What faction is the British, in my opinion? Interesting question. I mean, I feel like Empire, I guess, would be closest. Because Britannia is French, obviously. Athalion, Crockguard, Goldtooth, and thingy. Unholy, don't you... It wasn't Atharian... I thought it was another day. And hey, Darkness, good to see you, buddy. I thought Eltharion came in a couple days ago. She'll attack me soon enough.
Speak.
Honestly, very valid point. Very valid point, she will. Very valid point. I'm just trying to stabilize my economy. You a bit hit it today? I thought it was, maybe I'm talking rubbish then, clearly. I thought it was a few days ago. I think Eltharion might be who we play them. And you wasn't there? Oh, okay. Is German base of the Holy Roman Empire? True, that is a good point. I actually don't know who would be British then. Who would be British? I mean, who's a good... I suppose... who's the fella that's the Bretonnian down in the Lizardman area? Alberic? Faction for Albion, but they didn't add that. Ah. I mean, Dogs of War stuff would be similar. Taking advantage of the ships. Oh my god, orcs. Actually, no, the way you say that, it's kind of funny how orcs are based on English hooligans. English football hooligans. Which is actually true. Orcs are based upon English football hooligans. So I remember in school I had a friend that was like a proper football hooligan. And he would literally go to football games just to fight people. That was it. Like, he'd go to the game just to fight. He wouldn't try and watch the game, he'd just go to fight. So that's definitely a thing. Which is very stupid, but hey ho. But I suppose that's the extreme example, you know? Doesn't start out with Scabbard anymore? Oh, interesting. Is it still the Thunderdome in Albion in Old World?
Your time has come.
Right. Let's get these fellas moving together. Let's get the Skelly Bros. Place of ancient Ireland, English and Scotland. Oh, interesting. Then yeah, 100% you're right, MRM. I don't have much knowledge of Albion in truth. How's supposed to be British in a sense? So, French. Most sophisticated. You'd think High Elves? High Elves are egotistical assholes. I wouldn't want to be referenced as a High Elf, if I'm honest. They're awful. They're right rude. I mean, the High Elves are the best at everything, near enough. Like, from a tricks of trade thing. From a tricks of the trade perspective, the High Elves are pretty much best at everything.
We are the new order.
There aren't many folks that can do it quite like the High Elves. And that's why honestly, it's one of the reasons why I dislike the High Elves a little bit, is that they know that they're best at everything, you know? Like, from a lore standpoint, High Elves are just unbelievably good at pretty much anything you put them against. Except the Dark Elves. Well, the Dark Elves are just edgy elves, aren't they? Dark Elves are just edgy elves that rebelled against High Elves. Wah! Malekith didn't become the Phoenix King. Wah! Dark Elves, boom. And rightfully so, he shouldn't be. And then in bloody the end times, he just became the Phoenix King. And then married Elariel. SMH. SMH. That's a grudge. That is a grudge. Now Krokgar starts there. Krokgar probably is better suited for the Thunderdome. I'll have to check if I have an update for the mod Unholy, because I'd be keen to play it after this. That gives us, it's not a phase, Mum. True. Logo's Grand Cathay. Oh, you're playing Zhao Ming, Joachim. If you're playing as Zhao Ming, that would make sense. As Miaoying, it might be a little bit harder. High Elves are good at everything, but Dark Elves are hotter. You know, you can always trust Jorah to have a very base take, and I respect that. Jorah doesn't sit there and think to himself, should I say this? He always will just say it no matter what. And Life Master, good to see you as well, buddy. Hope you're well. He doesn't hesitate. And you gotta respect him. The girl, so Zhao Ming, okay. Alright. Yeah, you definitely have a lot of attrition in vampires, I feel that. I definitely feel like vampire strength is purely in your lords, and that's it. Like in the early game, all your damage is done by your lords. Like, it's kind of crazy how much of a reliance you have on them. Alright guys, of all the factions, who would you want to live with? If you could live anywhere in the Warhammer Fantasy world, where would you want to live? And you would be one of the faction, right? So if you picked Elizabeth, you could become a Source Warrior, for example.
It shall be.
I think being a High Elf would probably be pretty dope. High Elves are in like, The reason why there's no forts, like, not chaos forts, I can't remember the terminology for them, but for the Warriors of Chaos, there's no forts on the donut. It's because Chaos has never invaded the donut or successfully done anything to the donut. Truki, the Wisma has a party. Okay, that's interesting. Sisters of Twilight. What? Because you could ride an eagle just shooting peasants below you. No, that's fair. That's fair. Give me a little rascal. Live in an inn full of orcs and dwarves. Wait, surely you'd be fighting constantly then, wouldn't you?
The living will join us.
The dwarves, the real one? Oh, really, Emma? That's cool.
Death to the living.
Do you live in also a very frozen esque wasteland?
We are immortal.
I don't know if we're getting arm loss bonus. Oh, let me charge from behind here, and this will sort that out. So I'm trying to get the Balefire to heal up again. Ah, look at the lads there. Look at the lads. Hey, Gunners, good to see you, bud. The dead v dead. Oh, the crumbling, you can tell. Heroic victory. Game. Stop it. Thank you. God, stop it, game. Yeah, some of the grave guards really popped up there. I think it's interesting these certain types of heroes and lords. Welcome back now. So let's look at which one's the British thing. Yeah, I think someone from YouTube was saying the Albion factions are based off ancient Celts and Picts of Ireland, England, and Scotland. So the Albion factions would be it. But I suppose in game we wouldn't. It's hard to say. In current game of Warhammer 3, it'd be difficult to say. But Albion makes the most sense. Would you like to stuck in an elevator? What? So you can have like a talk with them? What, like they'd be stuck in the elevator, so they'd be forced to speak with you? Do you want to pick up any units here on our travels towards murdering these guys? It's actually kind of awesome how many armies you can sustain as the vampires quite early on, because your economy seems insane. How's the campaign going? It's going well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you asking. So far, so good. We do have quite a reasonably good amount of recruitment here. Oh, wow. She's actually killed them already. I'm going to have to fire. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to. Really don't want to fight her, but I have to. Right, so I'm going to declare war on Rapans. Right. Skreklau, don't get annoyed at me. Hold on, let me go this one and take that off. If the little rascals, leaf-cutter tribes, don't join me here, I'm going to murder them.
I refuse.
They heard me. Oh, they heard me, I'll tell you that for free. They must have heard me. What happened? She took over the Great Desert of Araby, so she's too close to me now. I'd have crushed those little rats if they didn't join me here. They're not to anger the boss. Good. This army composition is actually pretty good. Is it? There's no anti-large variant of Graveguard, is there? I don't believe there's an anti-large variant of Graveguard, right? No, it's only infantry. You'd think there would be.
This night.
Is it? Are there any variants of that in the army books, guys? Does anyone know? Wait, where's the other guy? Need to add them yet? Oh, so there is variants of them in the army books that exists. with halberds. Surprisingly, they didn't add them in. But I guess that would open up a lot of pain, potentially. I'm gonna increase more income if I can. We'll wait a turn or two. Just trying to... I just need money buildings everywhere. I've got so many armies running around. Ooh, another vampire kiss. Do we want over here? Cavalry, not using enough of... Amber success chance and raise dead capacity. Is this like crypt horrors as well? Honestly, vampiric corruption +5 everywhere is actually pretty good. Because typically speaking, when you are trying to gain corruption, it takes a long time. In provinces that already have other types of corruption. I'm going to wait. Yep. I might need another army over here as well. Because how many settlements are we off? We're 13 settlements still. But we're getting into positions where we can sort it out. Because we've almost locked and loaded this one. The last Mannfred campaign came to destructive end. Karl Franz managed to kill all of his enemies early. One a friend of his. And 10 full-stack Empire armies sailed across the sea and steered under Empire. Yeah. You won with malice, Matty. Good on you, lad. Well done. Well played, buddy. Now you get in the hand of it. Because he is, I think, one of the only legendary lords that can do that early on. I think there's very few legendary lords that can solo their first battle on their own. Ah, Rapans is here, is she now?
I will not.
She was locked and loaded.
I cannot.
Wow, I'm going to struggle to kill Rapans.
Darkness comes.
I need Spirit Leech, honestly. Spirit Leech is the most important thing here. If I had, like, actually, if I had Spirit Leech, I'd probably be okay here. You're kidding me. Is Gnarly Tree Hugger gonna yoink this settlement from underneath my nose?
Soon I'll be all powerful. Necropolis awaits.
He won't win that fight? No, tic-tac-toe moving back, you won't.
Tomb rot. They will serve.
Will she be Spanish? Good question. I know Rapans' lore. Her lore-wise, she's obviously... She's a peasant. She's a peasant born, isn't she? And... Vargeist might be useful. How well do you think Hexrace would trade in? You'd assume Hexrace would beat their cavalry. Pure AP? Yeah, 100%. I'm going to go Hexrace instead.
Yes.
And then a couple of... I have no spearmen? Really? Let me just go fodder them. Wait, oh, I've only got 2 unit recruitment, that's why. Let's try it. I think it's a giant mistake me doing this. Yeah, without any form of single entity killing, I'd struggle here.
You dare. Yes, Neferata was right.
Damn it.
Yours is power.
I think it's going to be a case of giving up a few settlements to then regain it tenfold.
Everything dies.
Let's see what she does. Would be easy if it wasn't a siege. Oh, 100%, yeah. It's the reason why I recommend it. Bit of a trouble, I do Grimgor campaign, and after Grimgor handled by himself, 3 armies of Chaos Dwarves, I'm getting bored. Yeah, I know what you mean. A lot of the time, the fun for certain campaigns is the challenge at the beginning. But Sponge Rain, I'm not sure, buddy, if I'm honest with you. She takes the settlements, we'll kill her in the settlement. Oh, just sacking it, that's fine then. Nice! The better legendary lord's back.
Expand Sylvania's borders.
Can I reach? Oh my god, I can reach. Do you have Rat Matcher though?
Thirst.
Let me go and chuck you in.
What do you want?
Because he is just a way better version.
My bloodline calls.
I'm going to take him off a mount. He's just better as a fighter. We can move Mannfred over as well. Oh, mate. Rapans has no idea the pain that's about to come her way. Absolutely no idea.
Destroy them.
Poor Rapans. She did her own fault. This is her own fault for coming towards me. Wow, it's only a medium casualties. This is like one of the strongest compositions I can field this early on. And it's like, yeah, bro, medium casualties. Horrific victory. Get a fire corpse cat or something? The balefire, we have one. We have a balefire. She's in trouble? She very much is. I mean, Mannfred alone would be able to do a lot of work here. It's like Rapans is an extremely powerful fighter, but she struggles a lot against large entities. I am going to do... I mean, against... like I was saying... if you go 8 ranks deep like this, right here, you've just quadrupled your mass for free. So now I'm 400 mass, which is so low. 100 mass is garbage. With mouse, do I go for a mount or stay unmounted? I love generals fight better on foot. Once you get your... once you've unlocked the Sword of Cain, not the Sword of Cain, your specific weapon for Malice, you can mount him, but until then I wouldn't. And it also depends on who you're fighting too. If you're fighting against certain factions that don't have large entity killers, like they don't have much anti-large, being mounted is fine. Because Malice is among one of the very few legendary lords that fight extremely well while mounted. He is actually really good at fighting mounted. And I don't say that lightly. This is bald guy. This is Mannfred, Pringles. Lionheart? Honestly, it's actually kind of fun, amusing how many people think me and Lionheart are related now. Oh, they've got a Friel Trebuchet. Mr. Bista, he doesn't do total war though. Oh, he did a little bit, didn't he? Let us now take over and crush. Do we have the death magic? Not yet. Oh damn, my army composition is insane. Do people in the chat like large scale battles, or do they come a bit of hassle? Based on John D'Arc, I'm sure of it. Yeah, probably. Ooh, I bet Henry will absolutely kick my ass if I fight him. Bonuses is large, 51. Wait, was that 51, sorry? Or 30? Yeah, 30. Yeah, he did absolutely crush me. So I have to avoid him. Oh, he actually is faster than me. You gotta be very careful when casting. Have I done that right? Have I done that right? Have I done that right? Yeah, that's gonna be a decent cast, I think. Yeah, honestly, could be better. Not gonna lie. Could definitely be better. I want more bigger battles. Yeah, you can only have 40 versus 40 at the moment. You hate big battles, you actually stop shooting? What, because you've used too much ammo? I like him, but your PC does not. Yeah, sometimes it really do be like that, right? Sometimes it really do be like that. Yeah, the only reason I'm afraid of going... Henry is going to start battering Mannfred here. Let me just get the Spirit Leeches going. And then what I can do is summon zombies on him to stop him from running away. Wait, what's his mass? 2,300 mass. That's insane. That's actually so impressive. Now let's go. I'm just gonna go wide here. Jesus, I'm getting absolutely chunked. Yeah, Henry's no jokes, my dudes. Henry is no jokes. Alright, you're going to be my trebuchet killer, because you are resistant to physical damage. The undead swarm is upon us! Doom approaches. Death is here. Death is near. And Patty May, Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. Much love. He's on a dragon? Yeah, but the main value behind putting him on a dragon is his HP. Oh my god, the straight beeline to my Mortis engine. Can the AI stop being so smart? The beeline to the one unit that I can't lose, because I'd be very big sad if I do. Man, I'm having a rough time trying to keep an eye on everything here. Right, the trebuchet's been killed. Here we go. Keep pushing through. Kill him with a White Knight? That'd be cool if I could. Henry would be a perfect White Knight. He'd be a really good variant of like Krell, I would imagine. Just separate a little bit. And once again, just stick a ton of Zombuanis on top of him. Just to try and bog him down as much as I can. Good. Let's come kill all these archers in the back line. Oh my god, that is a blob central right there. Off to work. Good luck in the campaign. Thank you so much, Brent. Have a wonderful day at work, my man. Appreciate you, buddy. If the next DLC is Dowie, I'll hop on so fast. Yeah, same, man. You know your boy loves his dwarves. But the next DLC that's coming through is, I believe, Shadows of Change additions. Are there any wins? Yeah, I don't need no more wins. I think with Henry's demise on the nearby. But he's still not dead? I thought he was dead. Now, I'm going to assume a big old dragon's going to be a peasant lady. Oh, the dragon's hungry for more. Bit of bone marrow, it seems. Jesus, we are getting absolutely battered. She's not even anti-large, but she's got an insane amount of attack. Dude, I swear, Mannfred just feels so weak in melee. Like, I just feel like I'm struggling at any melee, in any melee situation with him. Ah, that sucks about the Hex Race, but that's fine. Gotta hold him down. Like, Brennard von Karstein is doing an awesome job. Promotion is his way. Should have been a legendary hero, I'd agree. But legendary heroes are recruitable from by all vampires, right? I honestly think Mannfred is not a good fighter. He's an excellent, and I mean excellent caster though. That is 100% Mannfred's niche. He is an incredible caster, but his fighting ability isn't the best, to put it lightly. He is not the best of fighters in the world. Nice. Swiggity swoody. That's Amal's Corner's kicking in. Big. Do you know if they fix Rapunzel's sword quest? I'm not 100% certain because I haven't played her in a while, but community bug fix will have 100%. The community bug fix mod is amazing. Honestly, Mannfred just wants to die, doesn't he? Mannfred just wants to die in combat, it feels like. Yeah, a community bug fix has, I think, over 1,000 bug fixes or something in it. Hey, Soulcrux, good to see you, buddy. It's something nuts like over 1,000. Yeah. Lovely, lovely. Because MRM, would you say that he should be recruitable by other vampires? Because I think it would be pretty cool, but it'd then devalue Kemmler, right? See if we can do it themselves. That'd be cool. I think. Do you know one of my? This may be a stupid take, but one of the things and the differences between modders and people that work at CA, like developers, I think historically we've seen very poor leadership from Creative Assembly, right? From people from very high up. And that is where the decisions get made as to what should be fixed and what shouldn't be fixed. And like strategy is built. And then since you have poor communication from up above, and you've got a lot of bug fixes that you've got, but they'll probably be told to like just put as much money through the game as they can, so making DLC. So obviously bug fixes take a lot longer, and there's a lot of processes and a lot of things that they need to do in because of that. And since there's a lot of processes in place to stop them from doing so, you then have modders that can come in straight away and just fix stuff. You know, a modder doesn't have anyone to call to. They can just do whatever they want. If they want to fix something, they'll just fix it. Their pipeline ain't the best also, since their engine is so old. You'd assume the engine would be updated for Warhammer 3. Depends, though.
This better be important. I'll take Shipmaster.
You would assume their engine would be updated due to Warhammer 3, but I honestly don't know. Because the game is vastly beautiful in comparison to like 2 and that, so there's definite improvements to their engine. There has to be.
I grow impatient.
Let's go attack again. Increasing the damage, I'm worried about that. How the engine is over 10 years old or something? Can't remember exactly. Oh, really?
My bloodline.
And it's really weird that it's really cool that Beliar guy started making videos, because I used to watch a lot of his WoW videos back in the day. Right, did they run away or die? Okay, they lost their army. Classic. That's what we kind of were expecting. So what I might do... pull to despair, and then who would want to go this way around? I would argue that my strongest army should go this way because the capital's that way. So Mannfred probably takes on the pull to despair. You start moving down this way.
Kill them. Raise them.
Can I do Dark Elves next campaign? We were thinking about potentially Eltharion because he was recently added into Old World. Was on the contentions at the moment. Do I have another army?
Sleep shines.
Huh. What if I Slay Dwarf die, but after that someone resurrects him? He would need to fulfill the Slayer Oath. He's already fulfilled it. I would argue that he's already fulfilled said Slayer Oath. And plus, the majority of the times when they're doing Slayer Oaths, it is a pretty goddamn savage experience. So I would have a hard time believing they'd be resurrected into anything that resembles a dwarf. If we can catch this out, I'm going to be a happy bunny. Although I'm a bit worried about... Wow, he can actually attack the army. Holy crap, how many Bretonnian armies did this chick have? No wonder she was rolling around and killing everything. Oh, these will be... Oh, I was going to say these will be crap stacks, but they're not at all. That's probably arguably their strongest army. I might want to take advantage of the situation and just go for this one here. Because I should be able to get enough money from the fight. Have they buffed Rapans or something? Like, I swear to God, the AI is usually really, really passive. Like, the AI usually is super chill. So I'm surprised they're being as aggressive as they are. I don't know if it's a them buffing them thing or something like that. I'm not sure. Because normally they're pretty damn slow. Also, I just want to say it's awesome to see Yogscast streaming Total War, not gonna lie. Fun fact about Yogscast and me streaming. They were one of the largest raids I ever received, and they helped me get into the content creator program for Creative Assembly, like 2 years ago. Right. When in doubt, blob it out, boys. When in doubt, blob it out. It's annoying we lost our staff, but it should be fine. Has it been 2 years already? Close, yeah. No, it'll be 2 years in like a week or two. Do you know about the new DLC? Have anything about it? I don't know anything about the new DLC now. The content creator program has been disbanded for now. They're recreating the content creator program, Creative Assembly. What the hell was that? Oh my god, she's got Thunderbolt. It's a mage. Crap. We gotta go kill her. That's really not good for me. Come here, you bugger! I don't mind if they stack around me too much, but they are absolutely brutalizing me with that. Kremlo came from space. Alright, I'll name this guy. Now that is, Kremlo came from space. Now that is a trip down memory lane. That is a trip down memory lane. If Antibrain's here, there was a certain streamer, can't remember his name now, it's such a long time ago, that they raided him quite a few times. And he had an entire army of Kremlo came from space. Remember it? God, it's so weird how time flies, dudes. Time does fly. Ah, that's a Winds of Death angle for sure. Right, you guys ready for some crispy Bretonnians? Wait, some of them survived? Well, some of them just face tanked the Winds of Death. Did Men-at-Arms really have that much HP? Bloody Nova. Bloody Nova. Alright, spread out here now. Because the way that the AI functions now is they play very cycle charging. And in box-esque formations, it's very hard for them to do much against you. That's going to be another savage hit. Yeah, that mage is being pretty annoying, to say the least. That is crushing my units. High magic is actually really good. I'm actually a big fan of Heaven's magic, excuse me. Heaven's magic is actually really strong. Hey, alum. Dude, thank you very much for the prime, buddy. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing wonderful, my friend.
The cattle rise against us.
Come on. Maybe a point-blank fireball? Is it? What happened? Yeah, honestly, like, the older I get, time flies just faster and faster. Like, when I was a kid, time used to flow so slowly. Now, just like, days become weeks. It's weird. I really need to sort out that mage from doing that. I need something in my army that can stop that. I need to try and build my composition a little bit better for Bretonnians, I think. Time flies? Yeah, I feel that. Which means, guys in the chat, you gotta savor those moments.
Rip their souls out.
Obviously, every day that I'm streaming, I'm savoring my days, having the pleasure of chatting to you wholesome hunks, but, you know. So I think I've been streaming consistently for 2 and a bit years now, I think. 2 and a little bit. Your repo point is longer, it's a smaller fraction than it used to be. That's actually a very valid point, yeah. That is a very valid point. Hey, Daniel, good to see you, buddy. Might be able to get a flock situation here. We are. Struggling a little bit, but we do have... There we go. It is such a blob fest, I love it. Oh, thank Christ she's stacked. I'm actually going to go full send on her now. We are full sending, trying to kill her now. I'm going to grab any of my units and just completely surround her, just to ensure we can kill her here. So instead of sending them in to attack, I'm sending them to move around her, because she'll only have 1.5k mass, and that'll really struggle to escape me. Like 1.5k mass is not enough to push through all this. Like between I'd say 2 to 3k, you start being able to push a little bit, but she's going to struggle. She might get another Thunderbolt off, and she's doing tons of damage to my army. I should have been a little bit smarter with my deployment to avoid her from casting. Surprisingly, she's not actually taking that much damage. It might be a case of too many chefs in the kitchen, potentially. Judging from how little damage we're doing, is she completely surrounded? Yeah, no, she should actually be taking damage. I think she's just avoiding it like a beast. She's just doing a good job avoiding the damage, it looks like. It's a lot of damage. Got one. Of course, she gets another one off before she routes. Love to see that, but we haven't lost anybody yet, at least. I do find the elements of vampires quite interesting. It's like, you go for a big fight. It's like, oh no, we've lost most of my troops. Resurrect them. Let's go again, boys. Time to go again. I don't know how. I don't know. I just want to spend these points. Usually it's me that gives the random fact. Hold on. Alright, let's see. Let's give you a random fact here. There's only one shell garage that's actually shaped like a shell. There was actually 8 built in the 1930s, but only 1 now remains in Northern Carolina. And the shortest commercial flight in the world is in Scotland. Regional airline Logan flies between the islands Westray and Papa Westray, and the journey is just 1.7 miles and takes 90 seconds. Jesus. A 90-second flight. It's almost like, what's the point? But I guess it's if it's like perilous terrain between it. Listen to the Van... 40 years ago? Yeah. I remember the Van Helsing movies. They were pretty sick when I was younger. Strawberries are nuts. Yes, and an avocado is a single-seeded berry. 2 islands, you can walk it. It's still crazy to get on a plane. Like, hopefully the security in that is easy to get through. Because if you're doing a 17-second flight and it takes like 3 hours to get on a plane, it'd be pretty annoying. Just swim it. Do you know what I mean? Like, get the old swimming out. Get the trunks on, lads. Come on. Get the trunks out. Easiest swim of your life.
My lady will not allow it.
Try swimming in the North Sea, mate. Not a problem. Get a cap on and away I go. Your dad will be able to stop me, lad. Right. Alright, let's see where Tic-Tac-Toe is. Wait, why am I taking corruption? Ah, of course, because I am what they call an undead.
Bring me flesh to craft.
Sucks we have no vampire corruption around the area, though. Let me move in ambush just a little bit. Ah, this is what we're looking for, boys. This is what we're looking for. Now, it's 80% chance to ambush here. And the good thing is, if they get ambushed, it means it's on my turn. No, their turn, excuse me, which means I won't take corruption. And Desi PO, thank you very much for the follow, man. Appreciate it, buddy. Sorry if I mispronounced your name there. They say technically every century. Every centaur has 2 ribcages. I see.
I'll take Sigmar's.
Isn't there a weird fact where every human, you shed your skin to the point where like you're a different person technically every like 10 years or something? I remember hearing that. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, yeah, every 10 years or so, you're a different person. And also, the skin is the largest organ in the human body. Just giving you... That was what you call value for money. Ah, we didn't ambush. An 80% chance we didn't succeed on. That's baloney. Alright, we got Spirit Leech for tic-tac-toe, so we should be fine. Every, like, 7 years. Okay, yeah, you've heard it too, Joachim? You get new cells? Okay, yeah, good. Homies in the chat realised. I realised we're lizard people. No, isn't dust in your house like the skin of your own skin? Like a bit of your own like skin shedding or something? That's what dust is, isn't it? Hold on. Dust is dead skin a bit. Yeah. Sorry, Papa wants a bit more attention. The little puppy, the beautiful papa. She is such a cuddly dog, it's crazy. I very much looked out regarding Freya and her cuddliness. Like, she's the kind of dog that if you're lying down on the sofa, watching TV, she'll literally be right on your neck, just like, squeezing into you. Dust is only present in places with human activity. Near humans, no dust. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hey, you're a good girl, aren't you? Hey? Hey? You're a good girl. Out. Oh, box formation. Love to see it. That's why vampires turn into dust when you kill them. They rapidly shed their skin and evaporate. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. I never thought about it like that, but that makes so much sense. That would make sense. Alright, Mr. Tic-Tac-Toe, what I'm going to do for you, buddy, is I'm going to Spirit Leech you until you die. Have fun with that kind of gameplay, my friend. Have fun with that kind of gameplay. You're going to love it. Trust me. And lucky for you, I have enough. Definitely just with activity, human activity. I suppose it depends. Like, obviously dirt and that would probably create dust, right? Spirit Leech for the win. Spirit Leech is so good. It's crazy strong. Why are we dowie boxing as skeletons? I mean, you can take the dwarven army out of a dowie, but you can't take the dowie out of a dowie. That was a garbage saying, but we're sticking with it. Basically, I'm a dwarf thick and through, you know me. If I can play like a dwarf, I'm gonna play like a dwarf. Do not shame your ancestors, skeleton brethren. Skeleton brethren. I mean, hey, boys, let's not be too rude about people saying facts and stuff. Let's have a kind conversation about it. Maybe the way Zebko is saying it was in this scenario where obviously there's no humans, and it's completely left pristine. Like, it obviously won't get dust or something. I'm not knowledgeable enough on this topic. But Zebka's a lovely guy, so I ain't allowing you guys to throw shade. Alright. Zebka, would you like to elaborate slightly? Oh, for God's sake, we've got terror. I forgot about that. Having someone with flying terror is pretty useful, but... Alright. Oh, I've got an interesting idea, guys. What you guys have to do is say random facts in the chat, and we have to figure out if you're lying or not. But then again, you guys will just Google it, won't you? You all just Google it. It's like if I were to say something like, the Eiffel Tower in summer is like 3 meters taller, would you think that's true? Fun fact, Catherine is the best legendary lord. That's what that is. The best legendary lord, Grombrindle. You know it in your heart to be true. That'll expand when it gets hot. So you're saying it's true? Yes, it is. Doesn't have it does. So in any human-built structure, if there has been no humans inside of it, no drastic exposure to the elements, there'll be little to no dust inside the structure. Yeah. Lie, not that much. Actually, I think it is a bit of a lie. I think it's a little bit less. I think it's like a couple feet or something. It's not. I don't think it's that much. I don't think it stretches that much, but you get the picture. Right, come here, you little buggers. God, my army really is pretty garbage. Hey, it's my army though, folks. Do you know what I mean? As long as my grave guards don't die, that's all I've got to keep alive, honestly. Capture the Carragate Peaks without any help. Something to point to watch the stream. Well, you just literally sent him in and he was fine. Does he have any type of regeneration? Because I felt like the one weakness that he had was no regeneration. Color orange was named after the fruit. The brain is the only thing that's ever named itself. How weird is that? The brain is the only thing that has named itself. It's weird when you think about it. But it's true. Alright, maybe get some Skelly Bros here, but I honestly don't think a couple Skelly Bros are going to change much. Oh, this one's the Unholy Lodestone. That's pretty useful, actually. That's probably the best case scenario, actually. Wait, is all my grave guards on this side? Apart from one. So nice. Never played Grombrindle, not even once. You don't have to play them, it's good. Lemons aren't natural. Is it... Are limes natural and lemons are like a modification of it? Because I know bananas used to have loads of nuts in them, didn't they? And we genetically modified bananas to not have loads of nuts in them. Or maybe we just genetically modified them from a lime. So it always amuses me as well that peppers specifically adapted to be spicy to stop things from eating it. But that is the reason humans consume peppers now. It's kind of funny. Lots of Battleseys today, Battlesey? Is there a lot of Battleseys today? What do you mean, Scracklow? But orange, the colour name, was red, yellow. Now the thing is, I actually don't know if you're trolling me. Oh, lots of battles. Oh, I'm with you. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today, Scracklow. A lot of battles today indeed. I think the vampires, it's quite bloody. Quite literally. You gotta go, have fun. Take care, Noah. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out, my man. Lemons are a hybrid between... Wait, there was bitter oranges? It's kind of nuts how much we've adapted things to make them better.
Tonight I feast. End them.
Let's heal you guys over here. Thank goodness we have elevation here. Without the elevation, we'd be struggling a little bit. Dolphins give each other names. That's cute. That's very cute. Wow, these skeletons have done a really good job of beating up these skirmishers. Nice. Another win. Oh, shoot. I should have chased them down. I'm going to have to fight them again. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I just chase them? Guys, why didn't I chase them? Why didn't I chase them all down? I forgot it was an ambush. Oh, it wasn't an ambush, so I can't... They're not going to die. Shoot. Undead slow, no chase. Honestly, truers, actually. They'd have been absolute zoomers. They'd have zoomed away from me quite easily. Wait, so many skulls before me, so many. Attached to those flimsy little spines within bags of flesh and blood. Yes, blood. Roar! Do the roar! Do the roar! Nice. Hopefully kill him next turn, because we do take attrition from that fight. So, we'll get attacked by Rapans. Potentially this double army is going to attack Mannfred, which we should be fine with. It'd be cool if this summons give you skeletons with spears. Crocodiles can't stick out their tongues, but alligators can. Wait, why can't they stick their tongues out? What's the reason for it? What makes it so they can't? Let me show you something, guys. Let me show you guys something. If I go to here, and I go to here, anytime I hear sticking tongue out, I always think of seal sticking. Yeah, this tongue. I love this gift so much. It's one of my favorite gifts of all time, that. I love that. The seal sticking its tongue out. Ah, I love that gif.
More sleep, child.
Ooh, Tic-Tac-Toe gives movement range. That's kind of useful.
Come to me.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I lost units. That's right. The army's still pretty strong. Let's have a look how bad that got. Is this the remaining of the army? I think that's the remainings of the army.
You dare.
Wait, we didn't take corruption damage.
They will serve.
Like, guys, you'll have to correct me here, because I might be wrong. Does fighting give corruption?
Strike out.
I know here his army is. Oh, if only I could level up into... Oh, I would have rested instead.
Everything dies. The spirits agree.
I don't think they'd walk through here, plus our zone of control would be good enough here, I think. This is Von Karstein. Beloved Overlord only gives it to heroes, right? When it fights, gives you a type of corruption. Does it? That makes sense then. So I was going to say, like, I didn't have anywhere near that much. We can probably heal her quite a lot here. I think what I'm going to do is deploy my units to fight the secondary army, because that's the only army that's scary. It's a shame you can't see where they're reinforcing, but we should be able to move towards them. Membrane that holds their tongue in place and rip them out so it doesn't move. Ah, that makes sense. Crocodiles more closely related to birds. Birds and snakes. Yeah. Oh, okay. Animals that lay eggs don't have belly buttons. Oh, belly buttons in general are so weird, right? Am I really dumb here? But are belly buttons where the umbilical cord was cut? You hatched from an egg, did you scrape that? Well, by that very logic, you have no belly button. Alright.
We surpass Nagash.
Okay, so let's figure this out. I think I'm going to go with utilizing Forbidden Road a little bit.
The light will they see?
The winds of magics we have available in the area is actually relatively decent here, so I'm a little bit more confident to go for some more aggressive winds of deaths here. Because this army is mainly infantry. The secondary army is mainly cavalry, so I have no real reason to go for it. Hey Charles, good to see you, handsome. Yeah, let's do some magics here.
Preternatural. Swift as death's wings.
Probably pull units. It's a shame it doesn't go very far.
Portals quail. Preternatural.
Play a challenge campaign with automatic skill pickings.
Swift as
Ooh, interesting. What, so whatever gets picked is randomized? I'm still trying to work on some kind of Twitch integration for Warhammer 3. I think having a Twitch integration would be so sick. Like, you can randomly vote on a Doomstack spawning, or you can randomly vote on, like, I don't know, it killing a unit of mine or something.
as death's wings. Thy soul
Logan, appreciate it, Chos. I have been wanting to try and make a
preternatural.
Twitch integration for a long time, but it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I underestimate how hard it would be.
Swift as death's wings. Nagash was weak.
Should be relatively decent. It'll actually do good damage to cavalry as well. That was a tasty spell. Okay, that was good. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. I am more than happy with that. Okay, I'm going to be careful with these guys. Got a lot of grave guards, so we should be able to hold the line quite easily. Cavalry is flanking around nicely here, so I can't allow them to get anywhere near these units on this right flank. Otherwise, they're just going to die. Fire arrows seemingly coming in.
Hell's gods regard. Why serve me?
Another cast here should be appropriate, because the Battle Pilgrims are going to be coming in alongside the mat. I don't know if casting... Do you guys happen to know if I... Oh, I have to stop these humans. If I click the Mastery button after the spell is casted, will it do the additional damage or not?
Was weak.
Does anybody happen to know? Does anybody happen to know the answer to that? So I actually am not 100% certain. Because is it at the point of cast, or is it like the damage modifier is variable to whenever you've cast something, right? I'm worried to cast here because I'm probably going to hit my own units.
Suffer death.
Yeah, that's 100% hitting these if I don't move them. Run, my pretties! Oh, gave him a bit of a trim there. Bit more of a trim than I was hoping for. The battle's getting a bit chaotic, so we just need to keep trying to consistently put pressure into the archers now. That's the only damage that will do to my IT units is through archers. I think looking at my formation and my line, I'm pretty happy with the way the battle's going. She's only got Awakening the Woods and be reasonably armoured, so...
My cure is death.
Well, we have another Winds of Death cast. Another Winds of Death available. It's honestly insane. We have Hungering, so I'm not going to try and heal. I could try to start Spirit Leeching them, and I think I'm gonna. I don't know if spell mastery increases the damage of Spirit Leech. You'd assume it would. Yeah, thankfully individually on a power level, we are vastly stronger than anything they have. Like they have anti-large specialized cavalry, and the majority of my army is anti-infantry. Okay, we lost one Grave Guard, which is fine with me because these guys are cycle charging like absolutely crazy. Let me overcast onto you. Really nice cycle charging from the AI coming out. Makes just inventory-based compositions a little lackluster against them. Do you know what? I'm going to keep the Crypt Horrors in there. How'd you play Bretonia? Honestly, I would, to anyone wanting to play Bretonia, I would always recommend to play on a difficulty that doesn't have, what is it? Doesn't have realistic battles or whatever it's called, so you can slow stuff down. Because just being able to slow down and figure out where your cavalry need to go, because the Bretonia are arguably one of the most heavy micro factions, right? What would you add to the VC roster? I mean, they need the halberd variant of Grave Guards, that's for sure. It'd be difficult to... It's a good question, Daniel, but it depends, because you got to be quite careful when it comes to vampires, because vampires are really strong. Like, it's very difficult to make vampires not OP, if you know what I mean. Because they've been very strong for a long time. Like, a lot of things had magical attacks, and they had to revert that, because it was too good against demon factions. Especially with their level of durability. Alright, let's heal these guys. It's a shame you can't... Wait, does intensity increase the value of healing? Doesn't look like it does. But does it? I don't know. I mean, it's saying I have intensity of 10% there. It does emit? Oh, much love, Emir. Thank you. I didn't know that. It does, apparently. That's kind of cool. Thank you, May. Appreciate you, lad. That would make sense, then. That would make sense. I generally didn't know that. I haven't tested it enough. I discovered this Zukovic back on the release, but the UI does not show it is bugged. I see. Thank you. That makes sense. Alright, off you pop, you buggers. You wee rascals. I'm going to go into his Undead tree now, I think. Let's go into Doom and Darkness. I think the AoE minus leaderships, alongside having Terror, will probably go quite nicely. We've made this lad as tanky as we can. Give him some leadership. Because the entire purpose of the White Knight, in my eyes, in compositions, is not to do damage. Like, I'm not concerned about the damage they do. I think the vampire counts are missing from their army books. I think quite a lot of stuff, if I'm not mistaken. But my knowledge of vampires, is quite low, if I'm honest. From most factions. I mean, we're obviously missing. We're missing Nefarita, and I think a lot of cool things could come through with Nefarita. But the problem with her is she has Nagash affiliation, which means it's very likely that Nagash would have to come in as well alongside of it. But I hope that's not the case, and she gets her own DLC, as she is a really cool legendary lord. Or she's a very, very cool, prominent character within Warhammer Fantasy lore.
I relish the opportunity.
Let me force match up, say screw it to this guy. If they want to fight me, they can. What's this again? Ah, immune to attrition, that's why it's useful. That's why we didn't take attrition.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
That would be sweet, should happen. And especially if they added in, like, unique... control of provinces is actually quite nice. Especially if they added in... Ooh, more winter magics. Sorry, guys. Just trying to think. I think the reason we want to go into Nagash is because Winds of Magic capacity is going to be very useful, because all your vampire armies massively depend on magic. And yeah, it'd be cool to see if she has interactions with Khalida and things like that, because obviously Khalida was turned into a... well, was killed by Nefarta. So we are right. We force matched over to them, we baited them over, and we should be able to clean them up now. So I suppose it's quite easy to test as well, Amir, right? It's probably quite easy to test because of the fact that the healing has no variable. It's the same flat amount. So the testing would be quite easy because it's the same flat amount. Big Vampire Counts DLC with Nagash would be epic. Would you not think that Nagash would be in his own kind of... would he be within the Vampire Counts? It's hard to say, you know. Honestly, for me personally, it's hard to say. And the reason I say that is because he is the father of vampirism. Vampirism? He's the founder of necromancy, right? He created what it means to resurrect stuff. He was the father of that kind of type of magic. Similar to, like, Marathi was very, very early on one of the first sorcerers. But what about you guys? Does anybody know the roster well? Any of you guys know the army books for the vampires well enough to say what they were missing? Because the funny thing is with Kislev and Cathay, their army books and their rosters was dramatically increased due to the fact that they were so minimalistic before Warhammer 3. The hybrid of all death actions, Sunrun, did say confirm Nagash as a hero. I don't think they ever confirmed him. How many legendary lords do we have now, guys? Because I remember hearing something about the 100th legendary lord will be like Thankful Lord Nagash or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've heard things about it. Because you'd assume that the 100th legendary lord would be something pretty big. We're on 92 currently. Really? With Shadows of Change? That's wild how many we have. Wild to think. Wait, what the hell is hitting me? Oh, Chameleon Stalkers. Let's not fight into the Saurus Spears, because the Cryptorers will die very quickly. This poor lad has been spirit leeched his entire time walking over in battle. How annoying would it be? You'd literally just be looking there, watching the bloody mage just like this. Watching the mage just like that, casting magic on you, flying above your head. It'd probably be one of the most infuriating experiences in warfare ever. I guess it's sort of like someone slowly shooting you with arrows. Like, I guess that's probably what the French thought when the English longbowmen were a thing. It's probably a similar vibe to what they felt. I believe... People have said it's not true, but I believe the reason why the middle finger is an insult is because the English longbowmen used to put the middle finger up at the French to say, "Oh, I can still shoot a bow," kind of thing. Because in the time period of when English and the French were fighting a lot, every single English person had to practice a longbow every single day. I think it was like mandatory to train how to shoot a big old bow. It was the V's rather than the bird. Yeah, that would make sense. Either the V's or the bird. Use two fingers to draw it. Yeah, it'd be the V's, right? And Schutz, thank you for being respectful with how you said it. Every country is actually the story. I mean, the main difference there is that the Englishmen specifically specialized in longbowmen, right? There was at the time period in the medieval time period around that time, there was nobody else that could leverage and fire arrows quite as far as the English due to the longbow technology. I don't think I'm strong enough to pull back a proper English longbowman. Like, the amount of strength is required to pull one of those bad boys back, I am nowhere near strong enough to do that. I know my limits. I know my limits. Maybe I've had to train to learn. Right, I'm coming down and attacking these chameleons. Just to push them into melee here. Nice. Spirit Leech them to death. Get wrecked. Can we send some of these onto the chameleon skinks here? Wow, terror routed these skinks already. What is their leadership baseline? 58. Oh wow, 58. It's not that much. Oh, I suppose their lord has died and melee contact and all that kind of stuff. So melee contact is when you hit a enemy from every direction. When you hit an enemy from literally every direction, that's what happens. Go. Now let me summon you. Jesus, this guy's got hands. Oh, he's kicking my butt. English saw that every Sunday they had to train with the longbow. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. There we go. Now we've summoned some Zombuanis on top of us. It should help us. Hopefully we get another... Oh, we've got loads of reserves left. Oh, there's another lord here. Okay, there we go. It's interesting, as large as the Saurus boys are, like the lords, they're not large entities. I actually ended to hit myself than anything else. Yeah. Like the string would flang back at you. Because the last time I went archery, like I did archery, I hurt my like my arm here. And every single time I drew it back and fired it, like the string would hit my arm. It clearly wasn't meant to be for me to be an English longbowman. It just wasn't. My fate wasn't meant to be. It's a good job I was born in this time period, that's for sure. One second. I've got a kill on the time. Oh, really? Interesting. Wait, who's shooting me? Dude, this guy is an absolute pain in the nuts. Scarl can do one. Do we believe we can beat him up in a fight? 50-40. 39-40. Yeah, I mean, statistically we should win that fight. If we're going off statistics alone. Plus I can cheat with Spirit Leeches. If we've got it, why not use it, eh? Ooh, the Stalkers, you'd assume, would be pretty damn effective at fighting us here, but the Cryptoras seemingly are doing pretty damn well because of the Vigor Mortis and Unholy Lodestone. Holy moly, we crushed this guy. I didn't expect us to beat him that quickly. And the good news is we're faster than them as well. Oh, this is such a classic right here. The bats have killed the target, but are crumbling chasing them. Hopefully I can avoid using Winds of Magic. Nice. Good kill. Just the unfortunate thing right now is I have very little AoE damage. I don't have access to a lot of AoE magic. Although I believe this guy gets... He will get AoE magic eventually, but as to when that is, we'll see. Let me terror out this Saurus Spears so we can actually start getting these Grave Guards over to this area. There you go. Let's get the Spirit Liches down. So we can get the encouragement, the Vigor Mortis, and all that juiciness, and the Unholy Lodestone. It's one of the scary things about the vampires in general. It is so goddamn hard to beat a blob stack of the vampires. There's very few factions that can out-sustain and out-trade vampires.
With haste.
Because you've basically got to do enough damage to kill them quickly. Otherwise, they'll just keep healing. That is the bugger about them.
Corpse cat.
In we go, lads. In we go. Honestly, his stat line's not great, so let's try and Spirit Leech him a bit. Might be able to heal up a little bit as well. If I take a few hits, I'm going to have to run. Yeah, one more hit, I'm going to have to retreat. I mean, my stat line's decent enough. Yeah, we terrorized him. It's big. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Let's chase him down. Chase the buggers down where we can. Might be a better idea to keep this guy low HP, because it means that they won't have a replacement lord and he's going to be super low. So when the new battle comes, you just Spirit Leech him. Makes sense to me. Let's get him to let's get him low enough for one Spirit Leech to kill him. There you go. Now this should mean that I could go aggressive against Tic-Tac-Toe's last settlement. So the last settlement Tic-Tac-Toe has, this should allow me to then push him back, and that'll be from him killed. As he won't have anything enough to stop me from doing this. Because we'll resurrect from the body pile, or resurrect from the terrain he's in. Get a couple more Skelly Bros. Siege his last settlement. Job's a good one. As long as we keep a Crypt Horror within the composition, we'll be able to keep siege attacking. But I didn't lose any units. We generally lost no units. Not bad. Right. Okay, we've got... I'm surprised that Ark in the Black died as quick as he did. Xandri is a settlement we can probably yoink. So it might be a good idea just to put a lord in here. Who's the cheapest? Necromancer? Sure. You can go get Xandri next turn.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Should be able to grab the settlement relatively easily. I don't think they're... Pyrrhic? It's fine. We're going to be replacing Skelly Bro anyway. Chill Wraiths are pretty cool.
Impress me.
Go. And make our way over here.
Follow me.
So, yeah, Ark on the Back got absolutely destroyed. So this is Rapunzel's capital, isn't it? You can kind of tell, as it's a really high tier, or it has a lot of defenses in it. I swear to God, if this little rascal tries to yoink my settlement again, I'm gonna have to start throwing hands at him. Number of uses for Raised Dead upgraded. Nice. Does it reduce the cost of Raised Dead as well? No, just wins of... So now I have a ton of Raised Deads.
Bats and wolves.
Definitely a different type of fighting.
Bring war.
Might want to merge these guys. Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's going to take a... It won't take too long to take the settlement.
Unleash undead.
We go merge. Still friends with him? Yes, we are. We are indeed. He has pretty much done nothing all game, which I love.
Drag them to our
It would just be more efficient for me to just have yoinked the settlement and kill him off a long time ago. But it's for the memes, you know? It's for the memes.
everything.
Damn, I was hoping that or resolving that would have given us a body pile there. That was kind of what I was looking for. It's alright. You're going to go grab that. You're going to grab this. How far are we from finishing? 10 more settlements. Nice.
Thine right is mine.
Doomsticks are still available. I'm back in 1 or 2. I mean, you can certainly use them, but I don't think they have
Bring me flesh
as much
for craft.
potency due to the way that the changes to Winds of Magic in general.
Soon I'll be all powerful.
Yeah, let's go towards the Purple Sun. It's always really weird when you get to the point where you're here, because it's like It's almost like I'm dumping points into this for the sake of dumping points, and there's not really anything that I really want. We're thankfully 1 turn away, excuse me, 2 turns away from getting the Purple Sun, but Fate of Buna is a very good spell. Ooh, we're getting a rebellion here. We stop taxing it, will it still rebel? It will, but that should be fine. Would I want to recruit any regiments around here?
Bats and wolves, gather.
I think getting the Grave Guard would be so good in my main army, though.
They will serve.
Because we definitely have the cash to spare now. Let's get some crossbow in there.
Bring me flesh to craft. Yes.
And let's grab... Do you know what? Let's grab 2 trolls. Do you guys want some trolls, or do you guys some archers? Has he still not upgraded to something else? Wait, he's not even recruiting those buildings. How does he have troll recruitment? Oh, because he's got the monster hut. Okay, so he's going to get better trolls soon. Do you know, we'll just go with some normal archers. Take these guys out. Take these fellas out. I think they'll probably attack the settlement. But we've recruited enough for that. Make a gobbo army. Well, you capped at 4, aren't you? I bloody would if I could, but you capped at 4. It'd be a dream come true if I could have all those. Here's a cool tree. You could make more units. True. Wow, it's a vampire rebellion, but I guess it makes sense because we've got a lot of vampire corruption around the area. We do have a lot of vampire corruption around.
Welcome to mine realm. Let no man say otherwise, for it is mine lands you tread upon.
Okay. Do you know what? I'm tempted to jump over some old world. Because I feel like I'm at the point where I'm kind of concluding this campaign. I think it's now just a clean-up sesh. Like, I'm at the point where I'm strong enough now. Alright guys, type a 1 in the chat if you want to see some old world. Type in Uno Wano in the chat if you want the old world mod. There's been a new update recently. Would you like to see the old world mod, boys? Uno Wano? Like that, like that. So I feel like I've concluded Mannfred quite nicely. Yeah, I feel like I've concluded this one nicely. Okay, good enough. Right, good enough for me. Let's go do some old world stuff. I honestly haven't played old world in a while. Right. To all the beautiful YouTube folks, I'll be back with some old world. BRB. Who are we playing on